Hello, everybody. Okay, here we go. Take three. Listen, the videos that I have problems recording, I know the message is golden. So it inspires me even more to keep on trying. All right, so here we go. So where did I leave off? Of course, I did this like three times, and my computer keeps on telling me I don't have any space. So I deleted again. So hopefully this can go. All right, so let's start where I stopped. This card and the prompts I was getting while I was reading this card was that um a divine being was coming in to assist a new teacher. And then the divine physician came in, and I realized, oh wow, So with that divine being, now that divine physician can come in so many different energies or forms, right? It could be on the macro as well as in the macro and the micro, meaning internally as well as something for the whole human collective, right? Um, a new way of medicine, a new technology, a new understanding, a new wisdom, and that's the external, right? When I say a new wisdom, like a new, I don't want to say the word doctrine because doctrines are not that flexible, right? But a new understanding, a new consciousness, right? Again, the divine physician, let's just look at the physician. The physician is, we think of the doctor, right? When we think of the doctor, we think of the mind, the body, right? Psychological or physical, right? Mental, physical. So to become a divine physician for yourself as well as a divine physician for others, being able to help yourself come into wholeness, being able to help you others come into wholeness, right? So this beautiful energy that's coming in as we learn, as we explore, as we know thyself through our scrolls, looking at ourself as the scroll, right? Loaded with information, loaded with junk DNA. And because we're in this season of November, this month of November, this energy of November, we are activating our DNA in so many different ways. We have, I think, 97, I want to say 97% junk DNA. I don't know if that number is correct, but that's the number that keeps on coming into me. And so what are we doing? What is this junk DNA? This junk DNA is going to be activated throughout the Great Awakening, throughout the reset. Remember, everything is happening within us as well as around us, and as above, so below. So if it's happening in the cosmos, it's happening within your body, right? So as this junk DNA wakes up, it's informing us. And that's why these cosmic energies, galactic energies that are coming in is having an impact on our physical body, on our minds and bodies, as well as our spirit, right? It's a combination of mind, body, spirit. But what is your spiritual body, right? So that's where the first card was talking about bringing in that spiritual body of yourself into the physical body of yourself, allowing that spiritual body of yourself inform the mental body of yourself, right? Because we've lived in an age where the ego informed us more than our spiritual or our soul essence, right? Okay, so as we open up the scrolls, as we become this king of the scroll of ourself, we are able to tap into and become the divine physician for ourselves and for others. And like I said, when I was gathering the information from this card, that actually was prompted to me that, and again, remember the Christ, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, they were way showers. They were ones that were able to help others. You see what this guy is doing? He's healing. He's using the energy, that green energy is the heart, the energy from the heart chakra, but he's tapping into the universe around him. He's knowledgeable that, hey, I am a conduit of universal energy. And because I'm a conduit of universal energy, I can access this universal energy and be a conduit. It's passing through him, going to her, and that's how we individually become the divine physicians. Again, for spirit, energy, time is actual energy, right? So he's using that energy to heal her heart. And he has to do that for himself first and foremost. And because he knows how to do that for himself, because he's the King of Scrolls, he can now share that gift with others. And that's what the historical way showers have done for us. They've exemplified um, the godliness within themselves, the divinity within themselves, and they've shared that gift with those around them. And that's why they had audiences, right? So we are emerging and ascending into this period, into this energy, opening up this door of the 1111 portal, opening up where we as individuals are going to experience, if we do the work, that divine physician within ourselves. I am guided, though, that something new for the macro is coming in for us, a new teacher for all of us to step into and cohesively put a cap on this whole experience, guiding us into the new, right? There isn't a one teacher that's really, there's so many different teachers, right? But there isn't one that kind of umbrellas everything. And I would not be surprised if we are blessed with that teacher that emerges to really help humanity cross this bridge. It's a 10-year process, right? And we're just at the beginning. So I'm not sure because, like I said, I've done this a couple times. So, but you know what? I'm trusting it all, and whatever happens, happens. So in one of the videos I retaped, I remembered to go back into the numbers and look at the number sequences on the cards, and this one is 5, right? So on the left was the 5. On the right was the 5 as well. So that is beautiful balance. And 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 is 1, right? So we have this energy of here you are on this side, here I am on this side. 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. And what's coming through the middle of it? What comes through the middle of it, what we create, the door that we're creating opens us up to the divine physician, to the to setting our courses, as well as to the queen of forces, setting our courses as well as to the queen of forces. And looking at the numbers, the 6 and the sorry, the 6 and the 3 again is the 9, and 11, 11, 2021 equals 9, right? So again, the energy is showing up where we're walking through this door. There's something ending, but there's something opening up, and we're setting it on a new course. Again, that 9, 10, 11, all of the numbers carry significant energy. It's beyond just the image of the symbol, right? Each number carries energy. That's why they talk about math and the importance of math and numerology and all of that, the essence of a number, because everything has math in it. There's nothing that doesn't have math in it. All right, so where does that leave us to? So we have this beautiful potential around us, right? The King of Scrolls guiding us to learn, to explore, to come into newness. Hopefully I get this video to not be too long, but let's just read a little bit of the King of Scrolls, and the next ones I'm going to read directly from the book. King of Scrolls, King of Scrolls. Because what I see is good guidance as well as the direct notation from the book. So the King of Scrolls says, well, this divine position, let's feather that. King of Scrolls says, and again, both of these cards, the Divine Physician and the King of Scrolls, indicate this male energy and this newness coming in. And the male energy, also Divine Masculine, represents our our intention and our will too, that solar plexus, right? Um, so could even if we look at it from a body perspective again too, our power, stepping into our personal power. Remember that at the beginning of the video, we talked about that. Stepping into our personal power even more. So a man holds a scroll as he looks across a well-groomed garden. A number of scrolls lay on the garden bench next to him. He is king of scrolls, a man of learning, and he can be helpful to you in a number of ways. This man may be present in your life already. If not, you'll be meeting him soon. He may be an author, teacher, or communicator who will assist you in some professional way. He could also be a friend who brings wisdom through his own studies and spiritual practices. Be open to the guidance this man offers, for it could help lead your life in an exciting new direction. As with any of the kings and queens, the King of Scrolls may also be a new love interest for you or for another, depending upon the location. His wisdom is compelling, and there are likely to be many interesting and lively discussions. This card may also represent you or someone you know who is longing for deeper understanding and a greater clarity of thought. Now is a great time to pursue new interests, perhaps even enroll in some classes or attend a lecture or two. A position in teaching, counseling, advertising, writing, publishing, or the like may be on the agenda now. A treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you, so let your mind and your life soar. And I didn't remember that they said the treasure trove. I remember I said one man's trash is another man's treasure. And as we get to know ourselves and see ourselves as the scroll, this beautiful body of information that we hold, including our Akashic record, these are the Akashic tarot decks, we open ourselves up to that information, that junk DNA that holds the records of our soul. Okay, it's our DNA. It holds the records of our soul. Okay, so and you see this card is saying step into the new, learn something, the treasure trove of yourself, so tap into ourselves. The wisdom is coming. The divine physician will be unleashed within you. As y'all know, I study energy medicine. The divine physician, I've unleashed the divine physician within myself, and I'm trying to help other people unleash the divine physician within them. But beyond that, I do think that we are going to come into a new um a new technology, a new person, a new teacher. I think this is I definitely think I think everything is internally that manifests externally, but I do think we are going to get some type of um collective divine physician, whether that comes in as a technology, a person, a school of thought. Um, I do think it's coming. All right. I do not know what form it's going to come in, but this divine physician is coming into us and coming amongst us. And like I said, this is a 9 month, 12-month journey. So as we experience this next 9 months, this new chapter, we are going to come into this within ourselves and hopefully for the collective, for all of us, we'll have access to it, whether you're doing it from an internal perspective or not. It would be wonderful that this divine physician is available to us all, right? And hopefully that sparks whatever it needs to spark within you to continue to expand, right? So, and then after that, we set our courses, so we bridge ourselves, we bridge the two worlds together. We tap into the divinity around us through the elementals. We put these steps into action to carry us through the winter. We open up and learn ourselves even more in newness and become, this is about the becoming. And as we are in the mode of the becoming of ourselves, of the knowledge and the treasure within us and around us, we are accessing the divine physician. And with that divinity, and when we think of it, that all of the divine physicians, I will just say, we have experienced and call them the Christ, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, they were way showers that showed the way, setting the course, right? So this setting the course allows us to move in the direction that we need to move for ourselves, whether that is on a micro level internally or a macro level for humanity, right? Let's read this one. And if you look in this card, you see the captain is looking this way, and you have two, I think, stewards looking, one is looking up, one is looking down. So it's three, they're all looking in different directions, but he has his telescope pointed. There's a beautiful rainbow here, and then within the cloud, there's also a beautiful image as well. I don't know if you can see that, but I was able to pick that up, right? So let's look into this Three of Skulls. It's about setting your course, setting your direction, being the captain of your own ship, right? Three of Scrolls. Let's see that one. Right here. The captain of the ship stands on the forward bridge, moving forward. So, surveying the horizons through a telescope. Two officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. Excuse me. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourselves to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. This card can show a potential partnership or affiliation among three people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda too. Imagine you are on a ship upon the sea. The wind has filled your sails, and you cut through the water with ease. Feel the exhilaration of boundless freedom and the assurance of going wherever your will drives you. Where are you headed? And that's such a beautiful message for the individual as well as for humanity. Where are we headed, humanity? We're in this process of the great awakening. We keep on going through these portals, these energies, these doors, these gateways, stepping us closer and closer into the five dimension unity consciousness. Where are you going? Where are you headed? What's your will? What's your direction? So as we are blessed with these cosmic energies that are coming in, that the universe is asking us to tap into, it's helping us to set our course. And one of the things with this beautiful deck is an Akashic record. It taps deeply into your soul, right? To ask your soul these questions and prompt your soul these questions. Your Akashic record, and it says, okay, where is he looking? Well, he's looking. Where's the telescope? The telescope is looking towards the action. So it, as we move through this moment again, this 11:11, remember, it's like starting the race. It's the starting point, and it doesn't have to be a race, a walk, because it's not a race. We are eternal beings, so there's no race really, right? As we walk through these portals, as we access these doors and gateways, where is it leading you to as an individual? Where is it going to lead us to as humanity? As we tap into the divine physician, the guidance that's either around us or within us, what is it bringing forth? What world are we creating? What course are we setting for ourselves? And what course are we setting for humanity? So every day when you're in your actions over the next 9 months, if there was just you on the universe, what direction would the universe be going into? Ask yourself that question. If I was in charge and the universe was being led or guided by what I see and will and create every day with my divinity within me, with my body, my physical body, with my mind, with my spirit. What indication, where is this ship sailing to? You know, for you and for humanity. If you're the captain of this universal ship, where's your ship headed? You know, so it's so important that we set our courses in on an individual level, and hopefully that course that we set for ourselves on an individual level helps the whole of humanity to set a course for that is in alignment with the will of God for humanity and for our individual selves, right? And where does all of that lead us to after we set our course? We become the queen of forces, having everything in balance. And again, we had the king show up, the king of scrolls, knowing thyself, open, learning, the queen of forces, being in full balance. And again, we have the solar plexus and the moon, the sacral and the solar plexus. We can look internally and externally, bringing all of these things into balance within ourselves. The divine masculine energy, which is the sun, and the divine feminine energy, which is the moon. As we can command our ships and set our sail, we're coming into more and more balance for ourselves and for humanity. I have to remember not to bring these cards too close because it seems like that is what causes also, and my grandmother's. That is what causes my audio interruption sometimes. All right, so let's read this Queen of Forces card and see what's in there. So this is why this reading made me so excited, and I said I have to share this with the world because it's potential for all of us, and it's good. It's if you know if your day wasn't going good, when you find this video, I hope it brightens your day. Spirits, notion of time is energy. So whenever you find this reading, it's perfect timing for you because now you are tapping into it, you know, and it's a really good energy to tap into and co-create with, right? So the Queen of Forces, let's see that. Hmm. Queen of Forces. Like I said, it's a new deck. So sometimes it takes me a while to find the sections. I did have everything feathered. Okay, so it says this card shows a woman balancing the energies of a sun in one hand and a moon in the other, with a river flowing beneath her feet. The Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help to bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of power and grace and peace, creativity and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card can represent a person in your life coming into a phase of great power and an ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is upright. It also brings new roles and opportunities. Careers in many of the sciences, global communication, nature, and energy may now be available to you. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in business or in a creative project who has powerful influence and connections for you or for another. It may be someone you know or somebody new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the forces of the sun, which represents creativity, and the moon, which represents receptivity, and only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. The Akashic prompt for your Akashic record is: feel the Queen of Forces approach. She offers all sorts of support and energy. Who is she in your life? Take a deep breath and tap the inner part of you that rules the forces of the world. Listen, this friend right here did it all for me, and I had to share it with you guys, okay? It is so much wholeness and healing and synchronicity. You know, again, you have the divine feminine energy, you have the divine masculine energy, the King of Scrolls, or the divine physician. And it's just showing us like, okay, here's the 1111 portal. The galactic energy is coming in. What do you do with it? You come into oneness with it. What's going to happen if you come into oneness with it? You'll have more clarity and learn some new stuff. Well, what's going to happen if we have more clarity and learn some new stuff? You'll be able to heal yourself and others, set your courses, and control the forces within you and around you. We got 9 months, guys. That could be your next 9 months or not, right? So, as this beautiful gate opens tomorrow, stand in your ship, set your course, and rule your world. I want to do a cosmic journey card. Oh,